That was Jay Rivers with a song All the Way Up freestyle. Chef Larry Finger for joining us. He's a chef. He co-authored with his wife, Henry, was participant in one of our cafes this year. Hope they'll be a guest on the show in 2021. So we are getting real live on the Wellness Show 2 Facebook page, on Philly Hot Radio, on YouTube. Also, we're on Instagram Live and the Vine 1021. All right, so we'll go through Awesome Masters of the Wellness Show to Experience Real show this year. This year has been a crazy year. We've been doing about over 40 shows, especially in the midst of the pandemic, beginning, middle, and the end of this year. And amidst racial tension, racial uproar, police brutality, the election, chaos, uncertainty, with no sports, live sports for almost 4 months, so I want to thank all the guests that appeared on my show this year. Overall, we had 39 guests that appeared on the show. One was in person, via Zoom, StreamYard, over the phone. They appeared on our show this year. I thank all of them for their support, taking a chance with me. In the remaining 35 of the guests on the 39 here in the middle of the pandemic. So from middle of March through now, I had 35 guests appear on this show in the midst of the pandemic. A lot of them came to the studio, missed COVID, just show support to the rest that showed up, spoke their truth, so they shared their stories, their testimony. All that was wonderful to see and hear. One of the guests was on this, Kelly Everett Fink was joining us. She was one of the guests that came on the show during the middle of the pandemic. It's been a crazy year. Also, we had our first 2 men on the show that appeared in over 2.5 years of the show. And Brian Henderson, who came in July, who did great work in Chester, and Joshua Rivers, like I just mentioned, that's for his song. Kelly Everett, Roberta Kelly, hope that we can be part of the plan we were trying to do in 2021. We trying to incorporate tutoring services for our kids, give them a resource they can go to, become smarter, become more knowledgeable, because the virtual learning stuff is crazy. And hopefully, my biggest prayer that our kids will get back to school in 2021. Hybrid is going on maybe full time because our kids need to be back in school. Going back to this, this year, this show gave me some solace in the middle of pandemic. Sometimes during the week in March and April, I wouldn't go anywhere that much. I would go to the corner store or Fresh Closer. But when Saturdays came, I made my show up here for the studio. I came up here every Saturday in the midst of the pandemic, where people would tell you to stay home. And this was a place of solace, place of peace for me and joy. Where I can interview people, I can speak to people, I can play some positive music, listen to special speakers and words, to help you get through your next week, get through your Saturday and Sunday. We've been doing 2.5 years. We had almost 85 guests that appear on the show. And by God's grace and mercy, next year we'll be crossed over 100 guest point of our show. So we got guests coming up for 2024. People who I feel want to be on the show. And for those who've been guests already, I would love you to come back. 2021 to share what you've been up to. God's been working with you, inside of you, to bring the integrated to the forefront, make your platforms, your brands more recognizable for Christ. So hopefully we get some sponsorships next year. Maybe some interns help us out, have more discussions with youth, local youth, about how they're feeling, what's been going on with their mindsets, have uncomfortable conversations about mental health, racism, politics, religion, but there are people that, they'll put our platform more at a greater level because we want to be woke. We want to be alert about everything, about everything going on, and stay in tune and be proactive and not reactive. And hopefully get more guests, male guests on our show this year. I know a lot of men are doing extraordinary things in the community and need to share their perspective, their journey, so how they got there. So young men that may watch the show, listen to the show, can be inspired to have that moment, struggle to moment to transform themselves, their mindset, go after what God wants for them in this coming year. So, and I want to remind you, again, we are on the Woman Stroll 2 Facebook page. We are on Instagram Live at the Process 121. Maybe next year we have our own Instagram page on the Woman Stroll 2 Experience Radio Show, our own separate page, and also maybe a website or a one pager of our past guests, where we can actually build this brand and build to the seed, gain a better followers and watch the show live, and maybe take it on the road and do special one-on-ones, for those who may not come on Saturday. Do a prime time with this. I mean, who knows what God has planned for us this year, because this is a great show. I feel it's a great building block for people. A lot of people some people I interviewed said this show was the first real interview I had ever. That gives me chills and makes me humble because I took a chance on them to share their story, share their perspective, share their journey with you, the audience, you down their bigger level since they've been here on the show. So, anyone that will sponsor us, that want to support us in the next 1221, please have them contact me. We want some funding, sponsorships. We want to do some community stuff, community conversations, based on this show. Have some great music in the background. Let's talk about things that, that we need to talk about and come up with solutions so we can be proactive and not, instead of reactive, and be ahead of the curve so we can be better and greater in 2021. As a reminder, this Monday afternoon, December 28th at 12 p.m. sharp, live, exclusively on Zoom, we are doing Categories 2020. I will link it on my Facebook page so it will be on the Categories Facebook page. So it's a free event. For those who are not asked me or the honorees for the link to the Zoom, please do so. We really want you to support us because it's an opportunity for you to know about Planet Greatness in general, what we did in 2020, what our plans in 2021 are, and also recognize the people who really helped out category this in 2020 in the midst of the global pandemic, in the midst of racism, in the midst of the election, in the midst of gun violence in Philadelphia. And so we want your support. It's at 12 o'clock, it's the middle of the day. For those who are break, you watch on Zoom. For those who are working, maybe you watch it during your lunch break. So please support us and recognize these honorees that will be taking the stage on this platform on Monday afternoon. Most of them have been a guest on the show, and some of them will be a guest on the show in 2021, getting it into assistance. Honorees are Yara Smalley, Darnese Bragg, Adrian Connors Bay, Aisha Morales, William Williams, Tisha Holland, Sabrina Taylor, Ali Sawyer, and George Raleigh Zephyr. All right, and then as announced just now, right now, there's a lot of honorees who have thought about really contributing to Pancreas this year, really helped out with our virtual group, and also our community day, the support of our schools, And the last honoree of Category 2020 is Mrs. Roxana Smith. So overall, we have 10 honorees now. So, those people, please support them. Join them on Monday, December 28th on Zoom. Tony, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We gotta link up this year. Because what you're doing with the youth and tutoring and managing the subjects is extraordinary and needed. And we need to continue that momentum going forward in 2021. I want to spread you. I want us a partnership. We can help with youth, we've had the greatness of youth that I know that I work with here. Some of us, we really want this to be a powerful thing this year. We want our youth to have resources where they can touch and be available to them right there and there, and not wait till the grades get bad. We want to help them now while they're struggling in the midst of it, so they can become better and help them prepare themselves when they go back to school, have that same mindset, the same focus and drive to do well. All right, so again, Category Honors 2020 this Monday, December 28th, live on Zoom, and will be on the Path to Greatest Facebook page. Beginning at 12 p.m. sharp, 10 honorees. They will share their perspective, their awards. Also, we're going to share what we've done this year. Also, a preview of what we have planned in 2021. So, please, if you want to link to the event, please let me know. I will inbox you or into your calendar invite with the link in it, or ask one of the honorees that you know that I just mentioned for the link for them to join them and celebrate them on that day. It's going to be at 12 o'clock. We also will try to be done by 2, so it's not going to be a long, dragon event. It's basically me showing appreciation for them, the people who served me this year. And I have to do this because it's my responsibility as a leader, as a servant of the Lord, to reward those who served you. And especially 2020, in the midst of this crazy, turbulent year, but in the midst of this, we still made it. So, tune in Monday, December 28th, live on Zoom, beginning at 12 p.m. sharp. All right? So, we'll play a quick song real quick. We're going to play this quick poem by one of our reads that Miss Central Holland, she did at an event I did a couple years ago. All right? So, quick poem. Hope you enjoy it.
You don't see that it's the tool I use in order to win. That with these claws, I'm building a foundation, and with these claws, I'm holding a nation. I will paint these lips the color of humanity. It's a reminder to hold on to my sanity. And while you think it's a sign of my vanity, it's really a symbol of the power of the bravery. Queen Fierce, my image reminds you of a goddess. I know exactly who I am. There's no need to be modest. And never again will I disrobe or undress. For you to catch me looking like a hot mess express, I am the queen. My crown is heavy with jewels and thoughts and strength. My face is blended with beauty and the blends of my tribe. My mouth is the gateway to my heart, round, pretty, and sharp, and my eyes. My eyes are shadowed with memories and always looking towards me. See, all you see is what I use to cover my skin. You don't see it's the tool I use in order to win. I woke up this morning with war on my mind, to protect my heart and to protect my tribe. Each stroke of the brush represents past lives of battles I won once upon a time. You say that I'm going, that's just me hiding. You say that I'm growing, but daily that's my fight. I get knocked down once, sometimes in my plight, get back up 7 and stay up with all my might. See the strength in my face, it doesn't tell a lie. Blended with victory and pain, sometimes self-inflicted. I've forgiven myself. The old me is evicted. I celebrate myself. The new me is gifted.
Conversation Holland, one of the categories 2020 honorees with that song poem for my event a couple years ago. Overcome My Sister. Oh, I'm sorry, save my sister. Save my sister. A woman event for young adult grown women. Lord willing, we'll bring that back in 2021, bigger than better than ever. That's a woman in mind that wants to get that event already. Stay tuned for more news about that. Thank you, Akila's Hott, for joining us. Also, Alice Jones for joining us. So, with that being said, 2020 has been one of the most craziest years in my lifetime. We've been for a lot, started on January 1st. So, in the next 15, 30 minutes, I'm going to go through this year in a nutshell and highlight some people, some events that really made 2020 a year, and some things that you may not know that I know helped me get through this year. So also recognize some people who are doing a certain way of work that you need to watch and keep an eye on next year. So 2020, Israel Lord Jacob joined us. Shalid Thompson really joined us as well. Thank you for it. And you know, so if you got a question or comment, come on here. It's something that starts with you. Comment what I say. Send me a heart or like, because all this stuff we pretty much know. Something on the story you may not know. So, 2020 went off an auspicious start on January 1st when former NBA owner, commissioner, David Stern passed away. This man was a trailblazer, really saved the NBA in the 1980s, along with Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. He made the game global. He introduced the Dream Team. He expanded the NBA down to 30 teams. Did extraordinary work in the community, in the cities he served in. He was official at the NBA draft. He was very proud of the draft. The legend about David Stern's contributions, we would not be where we are. NBA would not be where we are right now. Now it's taken to another by the great Adam Silver. I'll get to him later. Then, unfortunately, January 26th, which is actually 11 months later today, the great Kobe Bryant has died. All his daughter Gianna and some other people. That's probably one of the most saddest, shocking tragedies I ever done. This guy, this man who I hated as a player, I hated in the first few classes, became a man getting high respect, being a black mamba, being an excellent father, husband, leader, savant, very analytical, very intellectual, and played 20 years for the Lakers, and it resonated with everybody. Everybody. I remember going to church, coming home, had a great service, coming home, I turn on TV. I watched ESPN. It says breaking news: Kobe Bryant was killed in a car training class. My first thought was that's gotta be a lie. That's gotta be a lie. That's gotta be a fake. It had to be false reporting. And you got a car plane crash. It's okay. He's okay. He's gonna make it out of it. Unfortunately, 15 minutes later, he passed away. He died. It struck everyone. I know some diehard Kobe fans who live in Philadelphia was really taken back from it. It struck everyone. I saw grown men crying. Grown men crying. And there's no woman crying. It really resonated with everyone. Really, really struck the nerve with me. Shocking. Then, following that, for the Super Bowl when led by Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Yeah, he's one of the best players in the NFL and one of the highest paid people ever. Over 500 billion dollars, about $450 billion. Um, he also gave Andy Reid his first Super Bowl ring as a coach. And he coached him about, I think, 20 years, almost 20 years. That same week was after Kobe died, but no one really remembered that Super Bowl because everyone was so focused on Kobe Bryant passing away. And then they had, I was saying, tributes for NBA. Started the game, they did like 8 seconds for both teams. They'll chant Kobe's name. Tribute that Lakers did that Friday after Kobe died was very powerful, moving, and his moral service was very moving as well. Then, around in February, there was news about this murder in Ahmaud Arbery. He was killed for walking, jogging in a white neighborhood by white people. Again, here we're like, wow, hold on, what's going on? Now, a black man being killed for no reason. I think those people that murdered him got convicted. Sure, we should write it wrong. Then, around March, COVID-19 hits. We didn't know what it was. We followed some hopes. We followed us. It was going away. It didn't start taking it seriously until the Ivy League conference canceled their conference tournament. So I was like, okay. But as the numbers got higher and higher, a lot of things started shutting down. And one of the big things that shut down happened on March 11th, when Utah star player Gobert contacted the COVID-19 virus, which consequently suspended the Utah OKC game that night and announced to them to leave the building. Then an hour later, during the ESPN game, while I think the Dallas was playing, another team, Mike Cuban, the owner, was getting a text. His reaction was like, his reaction was priceless, saying that the NBA suspended the season. And I was like, wait a minute, serious, right? I thought then you had other leagues suspended, maybe baseball, hockey, golf. Every sport was shut down. $5.31, thank you for joining us. Everything started shutting down. And we didn't know what was going on. I was still working my job. We didn't know what the schools were doing. And it was crazy. It was really crazy time. Then we had an announcement that Thursday from the school district of what their plans were going to do. And they announced that we begin the following Monday, they're going to shut down the school district for 2 weeks. See what happens, see if we go back and eat a break. And yeah, I remember that Thursday we had a talk show. Lydia Maza came out, they had showcase with the kids. It turned into an impromptu talent show, which was actually great. Then that Friday, the 13th, it turned out to be like a 75-degree day outside. The kids went outside, enjoyed themselves, not thinking this was the last time to be in school. We were thinking this would be the last time kids would be back in school, in school for the rest of the year. We were not thinking of that mindset. It was okay, let's be safe, let's stay home, let's see what happens with this COVID-19. So we fast forward, we ended up being home for the next almost 9+ months. Over 250 people have died. And so many thousands getting contracted with COVID-19. A lot of them still going through the virus, and a lot of them have recovered from the virus. Good morning, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. You can share, comment on there as well. Through all this, we had to be reflective and know that God was doing something with it. It gave us an opportunity to be home, to reflect, talk to God more, to pray more, to work on our mental health, to learn technology, to learn about Zoom and Microsoft Teams and Google Hangouts and WebEx and so many technological things that appreciate Grubhub, DoorDash, Google Eats more, you know. It was a lot, that we dealt with. It took a toll financially. A lot of people lost their jobs. Unfortunately, a lot of people got laid off for no reason. Mental health wise, people were getting depressed, people were getting stressed out. Socially, people lose their friends, people relationships going bad, you know. But overriding that, it gives us time to work on ourselves and to work on our inner self so we can be better once this thing ended. And one of the things that I turned to that I helped me get through this, through that first month being home, was the WWE. I've been a lifelong wrestling fan since I can remember. I remember Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Ric Flair, woo! The War Warriors, Shawn Michaels with him and Hart, Emerald Howard, got was his soul, Owen Hart. It was like good wrestling. So Raw, WWE started doing wrestling shows, and AEW started doing shows with no audience. They were the first ones that were actually live with no audience, and then they did WrestleMania 2 days with no audience, no one. And it was actually a great show for what they came up with in the midst of the pandemic when the state Florida issued a shutdown. But they had to be there at a certain time, they could be out there at a certain time and then go from there. And these wrestlers really got me through it. The Street Profits, tag team champions, Drew McIntyre was the WWE champion for most of the pandemic, you know, from WrestleMania through now. You know, even though he lost the title in October, got back 2 weeks later from Randy Orton. Also, John Moxley, who was an AEW champion, who was famous known as King Ambrose for the Shield. He was champion for a long time. Becky Lynch, who was the women's champion, who around May after Money in the Bank announced live that she was pregnant with her child, and that was an Ira moment and gave the title to Asuka. No, they also they had a great documentary called The Last Ride, featuring Undertaker, and this was a great documentary that really helped us get through that first phase of the pandemic. They also Dana White, who had USC, was really the first sport to reopen around May and April with no crowd, with testing everywhere. He took a chance with that, and then he also created something called Fight Island. You know, where people fighters included, also like that. So, and then also, lastly, a great documentary, The Last Dance. The story of the Bulls 97-98 season, followed right together before they got the notice of the Rays. It was supposed to come out in June, but based on the pandemic and it was something that we can watch, they moved it up to April. So for 5 Sundays, they did 2 episodes, 9 and 10, and they'll have a great dialogue for the week to get to the next episodes. So that was great. That was truly. Then May 25th happened. Memorial Day. Still home and trying to get through this. Trying to get solutions of what to do. A black man named George Floyd was literally murdered on national with his knee on his neck. So much of the video viral. Our world went upside down. No, disclaimer, go back to this. I don't know about George Floyd because there was another incident that same day happened in New York where a white lady had this dog and a black man told a lady to put a mask on. The white lady called police, went crazy, called police on like that. And that was national news. That was a big national news on Today's Show. But when video surfaced about George Floyd, and I remember the first time they talked about it was on Undisputed that Tuesday with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. They the first one to talk about it. And it was like, wow. And Minnesota, Minneapolis went crazy. Then all across around the world, everybody started protesting. People started saying, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. People had enough. People had enough of what was going on to our black people. Over 40 years of this crap. Then, thanks to people tired of being home, being stuck at home for 2+ months at this time. Whew. Then, we go back to the main Calvin Kaepernick, who took a knee, police brutality, 4 years prior to this, and no one took him seriously. Now, his name comes resurfaces saying that Colin Kaepernick was right the whole damn time. That we should address it in the country, said comments about this, and then this George Floyd thing would never had. We had addressed it, there's the laws in place, new strategy in place. Yeah, our Sharp been speaking up for him, Jackson speaking up for him personally. Then we had that weekend, the parade in May. We had a protest in Philadelphia. Went well. Then they went crazy with the looting, social poverty of stores and businesses. That Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I remember coming home from church, the virtual church, my pastor. I was watching the news. It was like, what's going on in our city? And we had the finally get to the way that Frank Whistle statue and other statues around the country that are people who are mistreated other people that don't look like them being born and being taken away. So, and then that's where our country became woke. And learned said, we tired of what's going on. We tired of what's going on. And we felt we had to do better. And we had Maya Moore, who was probably one of the best players in the WNBA, who took 2 years off her prime to work on a case of a man that was wanted convicted. Damn. Man, he ended up helping the man get set free. And now she's married to the same man. So she did great work. Killer Mike, his great work. His work and Michael Eric Dyson and appearing on First Take and CNN and Undisputed. His knowledge, his verbiage, his knowledge, his acumen, and incredible. Also, I want to give thanks to Bubba Wallace, who spoke up from NASCAR, and got tired of what was going on, and spoke up more Black Lives Matter shirt. And then you had Kathy Engelberg, who was a commissioner of the WNBA, who had her players wear their jerseys where Breonna Taylor got their jerseys for the entire season. They destroyed the bubble in Orlando starting July. And Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, he started the bubble in Orlando, where the NBA started in late July. So they went about 4.5 months to October with 0 positive tests and gave us basketball in August, in September, in October. For us to watch, take our mind on what was going on for a little bit. And still be awake for what was going on. Then all this came and then Breonna Taylor verdict. Breonna Taylor was murdered in March by a police officer. Reason there was no charge for the police officer. The verdict came. The officers got not guilty. I was afraid it wasn't. Well, it was not right. I faced the summer. Then and all of them, in Blake being shot. I said, my police officer friends, kids. Um, NBA shut down. Sports shut down for a day or two. Because again, this wasn't again, you know, what we were doing was not seriously. And then our city of Philadelphia went crazy. Shootings and all shooting gun violence went up during the pandemic. I don't know why. A lot of children were being shot and being murdered, including a 7-year-old boy with Samir Jones. So then we had passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who fought Supreme Court of Justice, John Lewis, and we had second passing of Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther. He was very disease for 4 years that no one knew about. So he died. And John Thompson, the great coach of Georgetown Hoyas. There was a lot going on. I was on September. It was crazy. Crazy. But there's still a lot going on. And we had fall. We had Naomi Osaka winning the US Open. And at every match she won to a mask with a different name on it, like George Floyd and Trayvon Martin or every guard. There were masks of people who were victims of police brutality to spare awareness of what was going on. It was serious. Pierre, how you doing, sir? They wanted John Paul Jr., who was murdered in October. So he was about his officer in in Philadelphia in front of his mother. That was sad and tragic. And we had LeBron James winning the 4 championship, being at the forefront of this movement of getting people out to vote and getting people to stay and vote on November 3rd and electing Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to win the election, president, vice president, that we were all waiting on January 18th. Then also we had great help of Stacey Abrams, who helped Georgia get a lot of voters registered as well through her initiative, fair fight. She was their platforms as well. So this year has been a lot. A lot of sadness, a lot of tragedy, a lot of grief. But most of us, a lot of this year was a lot of growth and elevation, finding love, and people getting married, getting engaged. Yesterday at Christmas, after we got engaged yesterday at Christmas, the business pandemic, finding love, and realizing that the woman's worth is inviolable. The woman's worth is precious. For men, particularly black men, we cannot waste women's time. We cannot waste women's time. Also, I want to acknowledge a couple people here that are doing extraordinary work. I want to recognize Carrie Champion and Jamel Hill's show. They want to speak to sports, a great show that's on Vice. Thursday night, I've been watching it. The first season is really a great show. Please check out that show. And I want to give a shout out to these 4 people or city council representatives who are doing extraordinary work in the city of Philadelphia. Cameron Gilmore Richardson, who was a guest on this show in August. Jamie Gauthier, who I plan to have a guest on my show in next year. Isaiah Thomas, who I know since about 15 plus years. And Kendra Brooks, who came to my job school last year twice. He came before the election and came the month after the election to speak to our kids. And we went to the office in February for our trip to the council. Those four people are doing great work for our city of Philadelphia right now for the initiatives, their platforms they want to put out. And I got a bold prediction. In 2023, one of these four people will be the mayor of Philadelphia. One of these four people, mayor of Philadelphia. I'm not sure who it will be. One of these four people will run for mayor and become the mayor of Philadelphia 2020. All right, so that was a lot. Lots and 20 plus minutes. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna play a song by Trust by Levon Nichols, and we'll be right back. So stay tuned.
In the room, a little click right now, and see how I'll never make it out. A little lonely, a little afraid, but I fell in love
still trust Jesus to bring us out of this. I still trust Jesus to heal me inside and out. I trust Jesus, my confidant, saving grace, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, after them, the source of my strength, of Him. That's goes to you for watching this, hearing this. God has brought us through God's strength. That's word of the praise. Word to say, thank you. Thank you, Lord. I'll read scriptures real quick, and I will be take a little short break. Who will be on my show in January? Close and I'm gonna read some of these statements by Christopher Renner's pastor, father, husband, someone I grew up helping social journey in college. For his podcast, Pet Preacher, those last rules I have, I want to share what he said. Hope these resonate with all of you. Salvation was for purpose. I was not saved to just make it to heaven. I was not saved just to make it to heaven. Jesus never said, celebrate me dying, celebrate me living, or celebrate his birthday. Jesus never said, celebrate me dying, celebrate me living, celebrate his birthday. Jesus never said, worship him, but to follow him. Jesus said, never worship him, but to follow him. Jesus shunned celebration. That was not what he was here for. Jesus shunned celebration. That was not he was here for. That's one. Jesus never raised. Jesus never offered. Think about those what I just said. He said this. I'm going where he says, not for me. He said this, and it makes perfect sense. Short break, right back. For 2020.
Your brain is divided into two halves. Each half of your brain has millions of factory workers on each side. At the forefront of each one of those factories is a forming positive and you got forming negative. You're the boss of the factory. You wake up in the morning and you say, man, I don't feel myself today. Forming negative. Here's that. He said, hey, the boss just woke up and said he's having a bad day today. Let's get to work. And your day starts tumbling into what you ordered. You can wake up in the morning and you say, you know what? Today is going to be a great day today. Man, thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning. Forming positive turns around and goes, Steve's having a great day today. He's expecting some wonderful things to happen. And man, let's get it going. And they start manufacturing thoughts. You have got to change the way you think. It is the whole determining factor of where you go. Your brain.
You have to change the way you think. You have to change the way. That's what rise up, elevate mind. Make sure your mind. Now, January 2021, I got guests lined up for all the first 4 Saturdays of January. Second. So on January 9th, I'm gonna have Simone Bird, who is an author, entrepreneur, and she was part of Artist Cafe 27 last month, November, who has an incredible testimony. She'll be here via Zoom. January 16th, day after MLK's birthday, I'm going to have dynamic power couple. These couples I have known for over 20 years, going back to Western University. And Rashida, Jacob Gray. They're going to be on via Zoom Live as well, sharing their perspective because they are doing great work in their respective elements. They have grown lots. Firstly, I am big. They're one of the biggest admirers because of their marriage and family structure and how they represent themselves, black couples, marriage, black love, and I admire and respect them so much. They'll be on Zoom live. February 23rd, I'm going to have a poet named Nellie Long, who is a Australian poet who partnered on me in the show recently, who knows B.S. Smalley very, very well. And to close out January 2021, on January 30th, I'm going to have Reed Green, and also author, but these ladies are both authors. I have Reed Green, Howard Gardner as guests on. So overall, I have 6 guests on this show from January. Lord Running, we will be here doing shows in the studio. Hope the weather's not too bad. Not, we will do it probably via Zoom for our guests, but that's okay. For your support. So, as we go to the last 5 days of the year, I want you to think about, reflect, and be grateful for what God's done for you. Be appreciative of what has was through the month of 2020. Think about what your plans are. Think about who you forgive. Think about what you need to let go in 2020. Think about who you're going to bring in 2021. Think about what change you need to make to yourself. Become a better man, better woman, better husband, better wife, better boyfriend, a better girlfriend, a better friend, a better brother, a better sister, cousin, niece, all that stuff. You will become better. I think you can lead from the back, also lead from the front. How you going to grow spiritually, financially, mentally, socially? What books you going to read next year that's going to challenge your mindset? What new things you going to watch on TV that you're going to learn from and stimulate your mind to? What uncomfortable conversations you're going to have with people to grow, to flourish? What people you're going to be having a circle, make you a better person, not make you worse? Those are things I want to leave with you. I pray all of you, please stay safe, wear a mask, enjoy this last year, last 5 days, come into 2021, joy, with fire, with desire, with passion, with grace, thanksgiving, praise, and get ready to do the work, the inner work that God's called you to do in 2021. Because without God, we would not be here. We would not exist. We would not prosper. So I challenge everyone that's watching, that's listening, be grateful that we have made it. We have survived. Now let's be introspective and work on the things that man got derailed, got distracted from this year, and implement those things in 2021 Not people that are going to make you grow. That will challenge you to be greater. That will elevate you to the next level. That will not be full of gossip, drama, BS, foolishness, deceits. Be around people that's going to make you better, or push you to be better. That's why I pray for you and with you. In the good, the bad, the ugly, the challenging, the stressful, all the above. Make sure your circle is tight as Terrence Baldwin's circle was. And don't forget about George Floyd. Pray about Martin, Breonna Taylor, Aubrey, Tamar Jones, Russell Wallace Jr., all the victims in Philly who've been shot this year, all the people that died from COVID. Don't forget those people. Reflect on them. And quick testimony. I tested for COVID. The COVID test last week and came out negative. So COVID is well here. We had not taken a COVID test. I strongly advise you on this break, if you have a break, take a COVID-19 test. No, you don't know. Don't know. You got time? Take it. Don't know. So with that being said, I'm going to close. Lord willing, I'll see you next Saturday. The first new episode of 2021 for major announcements. And we'll go from there. We're going to cover. Unscripted, I don't know what I planned, but we're going to make it work. I pray that everyone had a great new year. Happy Kwanzaa. Remember the word Umoja, unity. Remember that word? And be reflective. Be introspective. Forgive. Let go. Reflect. Strive for greater good. And be your best selves. And remember, someone out there needs you. Someone out there needs you. Remember, everything we do is for God, not for. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Stay warm.
You have to get fluid with the language of success.
Yeah.
So you can speak.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Match your career. You've got to be feeling very confident now that there is no doubt the Big Show Paul White is with the corporation.
You're damn right. I'll tell you what, Stone Cold Steve Austin, you wish Paul White was on your side. You wish that Paul White was not on the Rock side. But I'll tell you what, you come out here, hold the mic up, jabroni, for the Rock side, the taste out of your mouth. You come out here and you spit your little talk about how the Rock comes out and spits his little nursery rhymes. I'll tell you what, the great one has a little nursery rhyme for you, Stone Cold, that goes like this. Mary had a little lamb. I'll tell you what, piss on the lamb,
Piss on you.
and piss on you. The Rock is going to go out there tonight and do what he does best. And let us lay a smackdown on your Rudy Woo. Hey, don't do it. Don't do it, because the Rock guarantees to prove to you, this group, hold the camera, this chick talking at the Rock, he will prove to the millions. And millions of the Rock's fans exactly why the Rock is the great one. Exactly why the Rock is the chosen one. And exactly why the Rock is, what I shall with that, the best damn WWF champ there ever was. This ain't sing along with the champ.
Yeah.
Hey, damn WWF champ there ever was. If you smell. Hey, Philly, this ain't sing along with the champ. If you smell what the rock is doing. Sing along with the champ. If you smell what the rock is doing. Is the chosen is. And millions of the Rock fans exactly why the Rock is the great one. Exactly why the Rock is the chosen one. And exactly why the Rock is what I show now. The best damn WWF champ that ever was. If you smell. Hey, Philly, this ain't sing along with the champ. If you smell what the Rock is doing. What the Rock is doing.
Oh, that's really good. I don't mind.
History is made at WrestleMania 15.
You get this wrong? Trying to break. It's only 4, right?
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle,
Oh,
pay
yeah.
the price. One slice, got the world of dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. One slice, got the world of dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. I'm married to this guy, that's who I made my wife. Said I die alone, I told her she probably right. One thing that's for sure, not a stranger to this life. Gotta say this for the Franklins and a shoulder full of stripes. Yo, no.
Hello? Hey, how are you? I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm in the studio. I'm in here. All right, I'll be right there. All right.
Know it like myself. I say self-made, meaning I design myself. County jail fade, you can pull my file yourself. Spot rag, swallow rocks, I'm getting high myself. Damn right, I like the life I built. West side 60, I might got killed. Status so tall, I think I might got stills. Legendary baller like Mike, like Will. 96 Impala, thug like 4 wheels. Up against the wall, squabble at Fox Hills. Like a boss, ask me how I feel. Successful street, touching their first meals. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. One slice, got the roll of dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. One slice, got the roll of dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. I got everything I said I was gonna get. On my kid, in addition to that fact, I'm legit. Now, according to the weight and the position, in this biz, it look like I'm just gonna keep on getting rich. Know the West Side RSCs is us. LA video, I'm a squeeze of bucks. If a rap, then switch cheese and bucks. All this rap money, look, I need too much. Money, loyalty, and love, and the dream we trust. We'll be switching up the players on your team too much. Tiny copy, that's my low, Young Supreme, what's up? And we travel around the world, getting cream or what? Ain't you get off on whoever likes to sing the rush? Las Vegas strip pop, yeah, you cream the bugs. After all that looking tough, all he sing was stuff. If he send a Mayweather fleet to sing with us, so start all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice,